Hello there, YouTube. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. This is the Degenerate Duelist, and we're coming at you today with a Dino deck. Now, Dino's always been one of my personal favorite decks. It's pretty meta relevant currently right now. So, I figured that it was time to showcase the power of the Dinos. Now, we want to say shouts out to Team Degenerate and everybody at Frankincense, all of our sponsored vendors that help us get all of these cards. So, without further ado, let's get into the profile, and we're going to start out with 3 copies of Soul Eating Oviraptor. Now, this is one of your good starter cards. He's a level 4 Dino, and what he does is when he's normal or special summoned, you can take one Dino type monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Also, you can target one other level 4 or lower dinosaur monster on the field. So if you have Lost World on field, you could target the token and send that, destroy that target, and special summon a dino that you have in your graveyard that's also level 4 or lower. Now, the cool part about this is that if you have Lost World on field, you can blow up a baby from your deck to be able to special summon the one from graveyard and then get baby's effect to be able to special summon from deck. So there's some pretty nice interactions with this. The first effect, you usually always want to add Miscellaneosaurus or one of the babies that you don't have. Speaking of Miscellaneosaurus, we're going to be playing 3. Now, it's amazing that this card came back to 3. This card is amazing. It's one of your best protector cards. It says that when this card is sent from your hand to the graveyard during either player's turn, during the main phase, dinosaur type monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. So that's really good because it lets you play through stuff like Effect Veiler, Ash Blossom. If you have it in your hand after setting up your board, it protects you from being popped from other effects that your opponent might have. Also, it has a graveyard effect where you can banish this card either by itself or with any number of other dinosaur monsters, and you can special summon a dinosaur monster from your deck with the same number of stars that you banished as cost. So you usually always banish him to summon a Brachiosaur from your deck, but that is dependent on if you have it or what you have in hand. Also, we're playing 3 copies of the best baby, Baby Saurus. When this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 4 or lower dinosaur type monster from your deck. Soft once per turn, so you can do it multiple times if you're able to resolve it. Also, we play 2 copies of Petite Pteranodon. It has the same effect as Baby Sarah, except it special summons a level 4 or higher instead of a level 4 or lower. Also, we're going to be playing the new Animadorn Arachosaur. This card is amazing. This card is basically why we never send Overtex from our deck to the graveyard anymore to search Pill, because this card does it for us, just by destroying either a baby from hand or any dinosaur monster on field. So, it's beautiful, searches out Pill, it does things, it helps you start your combo for Needle Fiber. Also, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Ulti-Conductor. Usually, you want to drop them with Pill if you're able to set up a big board presence where you can be able to Needle Fiber, set up your negates from there, and then have him as extra protection. But if you can make VFD, then you don't necessarily need him turn 1 if you're setting up your board. But he's great for going second plays. He's a Book of Eclipse, so he can Book a Moon every monster your opponent has. And if he can attack all of them once each, and if they're face down or in defense position, he could just send them to graveyard and then inflict 1,000 direct. So we like to be able to blow up the opponent's board. And UCT, go Burr. Also, we're going to start playing, show off our 1-ofs. We have the 1 Giant Rex, the 1 Overtex, and the 1 Dracaiolo. Pretty simple explanation for this. This card, when he's banished, you can special summon him, and then he gains attack equal to the amount of banished dinosaur monsters that you currently have. Overtex, when he's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you get to search Pill. Also, the reason why we summon him instead of UCT going first is because he is a spell or trap negate. So it adds to your negate board. Plus, when he sends himself to graveyard, that lets you search Pill. And we play our 1 Dracaiolo, so that way we can get into our Needle Fiber plays. Then, we're going to be playing the 1 Drac Titano and the 1 Lithosagum. This is for our True King plays. Lithosagum, amazing that he came back. Get to see what your opponent's playing in their extra deck, rip a couple cards, and if you have 2 babies, instant chain 3. So it's beautiful. You get to chain block both your babies and then have him as the chain 3 that they have to resolve to. Then we're going to be playing our 1 Barrier Statue of Stormwinds, because we also play some Morgan here. It's another extra combo that we can do if we don't end up going into our Auroradon plays. Then we play our tuners, the 1 Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion, Despot 001, and Jet Synchron. Now, O-Lion, it doesn't matter. It's okay if you open him, because if you open him, then you just go for the Samorg combo instead of going for the Auroradon combo. So, Despot 001, you use that, so that way you can make your Auroradon combo. Jet, 1 card combo, pretty self-explanatory why we play him. Then, we play the 3 Fossil Dig for our spell lineup. Fossil Dig, not once per turn. Add any level 6 or lower dinosaur monster from your deck to your hand. Then we're going to be playing the 2 copies of Double Evolution Pill. Banish 1 dinosaur monster and 1 non-dinosaur monster from your hand and or graveyard, and now that's cost. Then you can special summon 1 level 7 or higher dinosaur monster you have from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So that's how we end up making either our Drac Titano for the VFD plays, we go into Overtex, or we go into our UCT. Then we're going to play the 2 Call by the Grave, just for some added insurance, because we do not like hand traps. Hand traps suck. Then we're going to play our 3 field spells, the 2 Lost World, and the 1 Diagram. Now, I see a lot of people playing Lost World at 3 and still playing the Diagram at 1. I feel like that might be a little too bricky, because you never want to see 2 Lost Worlds in your hand a lot of the time, because that usually means that that's 1 card less that you have to combo off with. Then we're going to play our 1 Terraforming, search out one of the field spells that we need, depending on our combo, the 1 1-for-1, and the last spell is Foolish Burial. Now, pretty self-explanatory. Foolish Burial, we always want to send Misk, so that way we can start our combos. 1-for-1, we want to do that for Animador and Arachiosaur, or if we already have our board, then we can be able to make Dracaiolo a little easier. So what you could do is you could send Misk and summon Dracaiolo, banish Misk, summon out the Animador and Arachiosaur, go from there. Then the only hand trap / trap card we're playing is 3 Infinite Impermanence. Just love this card. So amazing. Can't be called by the grave. Now, if I had the room, I would play the Gammas and 1 Driver, but I feel like you gotta be very, very tight with the card space you have in here. And that will complete our main deck lineup. That's 40 cards in the main deck. Now, moving on to the extra deck, we are going to be playing the 1 copy of Link Karibo, start our Needle Fiber play with, 1 copy of Link Cross, the 1 copy of Crystron Needle Fiber. Now, depending on how you want to make your plays, if you have the O-Lion in hand, you want to special summon O-Lion from hand, so that way you can do the play that you can do with Samorg, so that, since you can't do the Auroradon play. So at least if you have your O-Lion in hand, he's still viable with Needle Fiber. Also, we play the 1 Barricade Board Blocker, helps us get into our Auroradon. The 1 Reaper-Docus to be able to help us get into Samorg, Bird of Sovereignty. Now, the cool thing about Samorg is that if you decide to play the Barrier Statue build, you can just run off of your 4 back row that is not used. But if you play the Infinite Negate combo, then you use the Mist Valley Apex Avion and Thunderbird, which means you'd also have to play Union Carrier, which we are not playing in this build. But it's also a viable build, which I will showcase in the future, if anybody is interested in. Then we play the 1 copy of Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Now that will complete our Link lineup. Then for synchros, we play the 1 Formula Synchron, 1 Martial Metal Marcher, the 1 Herald of Arclight. Amazing card. He's a negate and a macrocosmos. Then we play our Boral Savage and our Ravenous Crocodragon. Now, amazing card, allows you to draw 2 depending on the materials that you send to synchro summon him with. Also, we use him to make our VFD. Then for XCs, we play the 1 Abyss Dweller, the Calamities himself, and then we play Trishula, the Dragon of Icy Imprisonment, to help us make Calamities if we don't end up having some tuners on field to be able to get our Ravenous Crocodragon on field. At least we could be able to use Pill and make Trishula to be able to get into our Calamities. And that will do it for the main deck and extra deck for the Dino build that we got going right now. Next video that we do on Dinos, we'll do a in-depth combo tutorial showcasing a couple combos that you can do with the Dinos, and one where you can still combo off where you have Aolo in hand instead of being able to search him out from deck with the baby. So like, comment, subscribe. If there's any other videos that you want to see us make on any other decks that you like, any combo videos that you want to see, please let us know. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you later.